So hello guys, welcome to my channel The Aruj Guru, and today we are here at Jakarta, Indonesia, attending Bus World Southeast Asia 2026, which was conducted in the month of May in the year 2026. And today we are going to film a man bus built by a very renowned bus bodybuilder from Indonesia, that is New Armada Coach. So basically New Armada Coach are bus bodybuilders from a place near Yogyakarta, which is a very famous tourist destination in Indonesia. So they are located, their factory is located 40 kilometers from Yogyakarta and 500 kilometers from the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. Coming towards the MAN chassis, the name of the chassis is MAN RR4 26480. So the last three digits 480 signifies the brake horsepower of this bus, and you can see a man logo with its lion. So man's lion is somewhat is famous, what you can say. So man's lion chassis, that's what they used to call it. So this bus is powered by, the chassis is powered by 12.7 liters diesel engine. So you can term it as 13 are like what we term it for Volvos, especially because in my country, India, there's just Volvo, Scania, and Mercedes Benz Multi Excel. But as of now, it's just Volvo who is getting the brand new buses in the market. So you can term it as B13R category bus because it's a 12.7 liter engine producing 480 bhp and approximately 2200 to 2300 newton meters of torque. And this is the front look of the bus. It's a double decker bus, so you get a mention of double decker, and New Armada have mentioned the name of the bus, name of the model about the double decker, Skylander R25 aesthetic premium Parivisata. So you get these big mirrors, and the most beautiful thing, catchy thing about this bus bodybuilders is the LED design is completely unique and very much catchy. I would say you get lights over here. There's one DRL. So this is basically a fog lamp. The headlights also seem to be very strong, honestly speaking. And the LED DRLs runs through the entire grill, and the placement of this silver grill with the man logo in between also is very catchy. And the mention of New Armada is also in LED lights. So they have paid very minute detail while designing the front grill or fascia, or what we call show in India. So this is the side profile, side look of the man chassis bus built by New Armada Coach, the RR25. So you get a mention of Skylander over here. So Skylander R25 is the name they have given to this model, like the name given by New Armada Coach. So it's a man chassis. The operator is U-Trans, best choice your transport. So somewhat grammatically not correct, I would say. Trans, best choice your transport. Okay, but that's all right, I would say. Not a very big deal. Air suspension system, very typically they have written. Not so catchy, not so negative, not so positive, but they could have mentioned something else more interesting, like they do in India, business class AC sleeper and executive seats and somewhat like that. Air suspension system seems a very mechanical centric term to me. This is MAN RR4 26.480 Euro 5. So basically they follow Euro 5 Europe emissions, Europe name emissions for heavy vehicles, it seems, at least when it comes to buses. As in India, we have BS4, Bharat Stage 4, Bharat Stage 6 and all. So the spare tire of the bus is placed over here just behind the engine of the bus, and the color combination is too good, I would say. And the best part of this bus bodybuilder new Armada is the wheel caps they are providing in the buses, and it makes catch my attention, especially due to the nut bolts which are being placed on the wheel caps. So that is a very unique thing compared to other wheel caps. Like this is the another bus Volo multi axle built by another bus bodybuilder, so that seems pretty normal or pretty okayish, but these are very much catchy. That's the best thing I have liked about this bus bodybuilder new Armada. So now coming towards the question which you guys usually have, what is the on-road price of this bus? So first I will be telling it to you guys in United States dollars, because now we are at international level attending a international exhibition in Indonesia, Southeast Asia. So the price of this bus entirely in United States dollar is 2,60,000 USD, and the price of the bus in INR is approximately 2 crore 50 lakhs to 2 crore 60 lakhs, out of which 1 crore 30 to 1 crore 40 lakhs, 1 crore 30 to 1 crore 35 lakhs is the price of the man chassis, the multi-axle chassis. And for bus bodybuilding coach fabrication new Armada charges approximately 1 crore 15 to 1 crore 25 lakhs. So making it a round of about 2 crore 50 to 2 crore 60 lakhs, 1 crore 30 for the chassis, and 1 crore 20 to 1 crore 25 for the coach fabrication. 2 crore 50 to 2 crore 55 lakhs approximately is the price of this bus on road. Coming to the mileage of this bus, it's a very powerful chassis producing 480 bhp, as I mentioned it to you guys. So the mileage of this bus is anything in between 1.8 to 2.6 kmpl, making it an average of 2.2 to 2.3 kmpl. So 2 to 2.5 in between you can consider. So usually it will be, the realistic mileage will be 2.1, 2.2, not more than that, because first of all it is a double decker bus and it's an automatic engine. So those taking those factors into consideration, and the facilities, the amenities which are provided in the bus, which adds up to the weight of the bus. So taking all those factors into consideration, 2 to 2 point, anything about 2 is a decent number. Anything about 2 kmpl, 2 or 2.1, 2.2 kmpl is a decent number, I would say. And the route of the bus will be depending on the operator who is going to purchase this bus. Usually these buses run on a long route, where the journey is approximately of 12 to 13 hours, and the distance is at least 500 kilometers. Maximum it goes up to 800 to 1000 kilometers. And this is the back look of the bus. The headlights remind me of MG built stars buses in from India. Like MG is one of the renowned bus bodybuilders from India. So you can mention of man 26 480, and as I mentioned it to you guys, 480 basically means the 480 brake horsepower. A rear spoiler over here, and you get radium reflectors. Those are not basically, you can say, radium reflectors, but lights placed over here. So that's the missing thing I found out now while I was talking. There are no radium reflectors placed in any of the buses which I have came across in Indonesia. Maybe once they come on road, they might be getting it done. So today is the last day of the exhibition. Tomorrow I will be going to some bus terminal, bus stand, or where I can find buses very easily. So we will be checking out there if they have radium reflectors on the buses which are on road, which are running on the routes and all. So aesthetic premium, again, all same things are mentioned, and there's an engine inside this, and they have given a proper grills for ventilation, so that the engine doesn't get heat up. Now let's have a look at the cabin of this new Armada built bus built on man multi-axle chassis. So as soon as you enter, you get extra step over here, and there's no another step placed over here. So this is how the cabin of the bus looks like. So this is the first time we are reviewing a bus built on man chassis. So I'm extremely in love with this four-spoke steering wheel of man, which actually feels very luxurious and just like cars. So this is the man logo, and this is the lion over here. You get function of cruise control over here, and almost all the things in the tachometer over here can be controlled by these switches, which are steering mounted. And this tachometer, it's somewhat like semi luxury cars in India. uh, it reminds me of Kia and Hyundai cars, which are there in my country India. The headlight controls and the wiper controls are on the left hand side, and these are the controls for the gears. It is similar to Scania buses, or you can say Mercedes-Benz cars as well. D and R, drive and reverse, and the switch for neutral. That's the handbrake, parking brake of the bus. These are the controls for the headlights of the bus, height up, down, and you can even very specifically adjust the height of a particular wheel as well. So that's a very interesting feature given by man. The switch of parking indicator is placed over here. These are the controls to adjust the mirror spion. That's what it is called in Bahasa language spoken in the country Indonesia. USB plus Type C charging socket is being given here. There's one screen over here. These are the controls for the lights which are there inside this bus. The seat of the captain or the pilot is also made in a very stylish way. He has got decent enough handrests. There's one CCTV camera placed over here. There are two AC vents for the driver, and soft touch everywhere. Even these things, the layer which they have put over here is also, I would say, very posh and very good thing. These are the best things, like the soft touch and the dashboard design, which I have personally liked about the Indonesian bus bodybuilders. And even the height of the cabin is decent enough that a person whose height is less than 175 centimeters, or maybe less than 6 feet, can easily stand over here. You get a watch placed over here, a light over here, and there's a CCTV camera placed over here as well. So two CCTV cameras in the bus. AC vents over here, and this is the seat for the co-driver, co-pilot, or even the cleaner of the bus. And there's one fire extinguisher for the safety of passengers. Mention of new Armada auto body manufacturer over there. Now let's explore the lower deck of the bus first, and then we'll be going to the upper deck. Now let's move towards the lower deck of this new Armada multi-axle bus. So here also you just get one step, and there are no other steps placed over here. This step also usually comes out as the doors of the bus are open, and as soon as you enter, you get an onboard washroom placed over here, a CCTV camera for your safety, a water dispenser on your right, and there are few cupboards in which the crew can keep some more the other stuff. So this is basically locked, it seems. So we'll be heading towards the washroom. There's the switch to control the lights in the washroom, and that is the washroom of the bus. So this is how it looks. Two AC vents over here. You get a mirror, and the basin is interesting. I like the black color of the basin, and even the tap which is given is kind of interesting. So this is a very decent washroom I have came across in the buses which I have filmed in Indonesia. A toilet seat, jet spray, and a proper grab handle as well. Now let's move towards the suites or private suites of this lower deck. So you get a proper LED screen for each and every passenger. And usually in most of the buses I have seen, this compartment is slightly elevated, but in this bus it's not like that. And the best thing about this our new Armada coach is that the bus is kind of spacious, like the gangway width is decent enough that a person can properly walk. A person who weighs 80-90 kgs also can easily walk in through this gangway. So this is a very good thing, interesting thing which I have found about new Armada coach. 28 inches LED screen you will be getting over here. Now I'm not so keen into TVs, so approximately I told you it may be 24 to 30 inches LED TV screen you get for each and every passenger. AC vents, reading lamps, and these reading lamps can be controlled from these buttons. There's mention of trans, U-Trans, who is the operator. Maybe this bus might have been sold to that operator. But a major concern I am able to observe is that I usually carry my sack which has got the camera and all. So I won't be able to place this sack anywhere. That is a very major concern, I would say. In India, in sleeper buses which we have, the 9600, it can be 9600 Bharat Benz built by any XYZ bus bodybuilder. So you get a proper stand to place your luggage, but here that's not the scene. Rest all it's fine, but they have to pay a lot of attention to the practical level things, I feel. And you get a tray table over here. This goes up and you have to, like, they have even given a this thing to pull the tray table up. So that is how it is. Yeah, that is how it is. So you can work, you can keep your laptop, you can keep your small tiffin which you have got, and you can enjoy your meals on board. A bottle holder is being given here, and the recline angle can be adjusted through or with help of these small tiny buttons. A charging socket USB plus type C is being given over here. And to place your shoes, they have designed a proper compartment. You can see over here 4 shoes, 3 shoes, like the seat numbers they have mentioned. So decent enough, but not 100% practical, because the reason being a passenger cannot keep his hand luggage near him. So now let's explore or move towards the upper deck. Now let's explore the upper deck of this new Armada built multi-axle double decker bus. So as you are entering towards the right side, you get these steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 steps. There's mention of new Armada over here, and there's a small seat here, which is now the compartment is locked. There's small seat placed over there for the crew of the bus, crew, or the, you can say, the hostess, air host or air hostess type. The bus host or bus host will be sitting there. So that is how it is, and it gets 2 plus 2 seats, and these seats are not semi-sleeper, but calf support could have been given, but you get a leg support over here. So that's the thing. Usually few buses I have observed, they get calf support plus this foot support. Both of the facilities are being given, and this is the configuration 2 plus 2. Name of the operator U-Trans is being mentioned over here. And in most of the multi-axle buses, they usually tend to keep the last section of almost, this is almost 2 feet to 2.5 feet entirely empty. So this is a very new thing I have came across in Indonesian buses. You get charging sockets placed over here in between the footrest, and you get charging sockets here as well near the seats. And the recline angle of the seats can be adjusted using this button. AC vents, small cute AC vents are being placed. So for these bigger buses, they should usually opt for the bigger ones because this unit is very typical, and I have found this in mostly in seater buses. So in these luxury seater as in proper seater buses with just pushback, which has got just pushback seats and not very luxurious seats. So for those kind of buses, these AC vents are fine, I would say. But for these such multi-axle buses, double-decker buses, they should give a more excellent or more better AC vents and reading lamps unit. The storage compartments of this bus are somewhat like this, and there is speaker placed inside this. That's the reason they have made this provision. See, there's the speaker placed, and you get an emergency roof hatch for the purpose of emergency evacuation. You can see here emergency exit is being written over here. An LED TV screen is placed for entertainment of passengers over here, and even at the front. I will be showing it to you guys later. So one television screen is placed over here, and yeah, now let's see, the people have settled down. So those are the two TV screens, but I feel that the fellow passengers sitting over here may not be able to view that LED screen. So they should take into consideration such small factors. Like these 8 people can easily view this LED TV screen, but the people sitting here may not be able to view the screen. So if you want to give some facility, they should make it fair enough, I would say, for all the passengers who are on board this bus. And they have even given charging sockets here as well. Like there are too many charging sockets. This is the 4th place I am seeing where a charging socket is mentioned, and that's only on the right hand seat, on the seat which is placed on the right hand side. Right hand side or the left hand side, basically whichever seat is near the window, you get charging sockets for that. So charging sockets at place 1, place number 2, place number 3, place number 4. So I think they have given it on the window pane seat, reason being because the aisle seat already gets it here. Let's move towards the last section, which is again 2 private business class seats. Not private, I would say, but business class seats which are placed at the front in the upper deck. First you get a HIK vision CCTV camera placed over there, and this is the door to separate those 2 seats. A fire extinguisher is being placed over here, and these are those 2 seats. One is here and another is placed over here. The mention of the operator U-Trans is being done here, and you get onboard entertainment for these seats. Inside this, there's one LED small screen just like a tablet, and it's entirely touch screen. So onboard entertainment, for personal onboard entertainment, I would say. You can watch movies and all that. Again, the light can be controlled using these buttons. See, on off. You get AC vents over there, and the finishing, the wooden finish looks very premium, I would say. And the recline angle can be controlled using these buttons. Again, the mention of the operator U-Trans, some space to keep your stuff and all. Again, one CCTV camera placed over here, and you get another TV screen like the big one which I showed over here as well. So 2 TV screens. So that is a small screen, I would say, that cannot be termed as TV. A private TV screen for each passenger who is going to book these seats. So the luxury is on next level. Bottle holders over there. And yeah, that was all about this new Armada's bus, which is built on MAN RR4 26.480 multi-axle chassis. And if you found this video interesting, do subscribe to my channel and share this video with maximum number of people. Thank you for watching, guys.